Hi, it's Anthony from okplay.com, and today we're checking out a brand new Elite strap with battery from Destek. So we've seen this Elite strap with battery from quite a few other brands. Destek is the one that reached out to us first with their branded version of this particular battery strap. It carries the same kind of form factor as all the other Elite straps with battery, in that the battery is at the back, a top fabric top strap, and a short throw cable to power the Oculus Quest 2. As you can see here, it's got a built-in 5000 mAh battery. The strap is adjustable via Velcro, so that's a little bit different. And the charging cable is a little bit limited in its length, so we'll see how that pans out when we actually get it on our head. But first, let's have a look at what's inside the box. So here's everything we get inside the box. We get a chunky user manual, which covers everything in what looks like English and German for this particular version of the head strap in the UK. We've got a thank you card, a little bit of a QR code to leave a review, probably on Amazon. And we've got a little credit card here that you can scan to extend the warranty an extra 1 year and a 90 days money back guarantee. So that's really nice of them. You get a single cable tie with Velcro, so that can probably be attached to the cable down the side. And we've got the head strap itself. Right, so looking at the battery, we can flip up this top strap, which is a combination of fabric and kind of like rubber, like a leather strap, which is good because this underside is gonna prevent it from getting sweaty, and it's gonna be easily wipeable from any hair products that might be on the top of your head. So we'll keep it on there for now. And I would say that it's more like a soft strap with a battery rather than an Elite strap with a battery, purely because you have got no rigid side straps to make it, in my opinion, an Elite strap. This is a kind of stretchy, well, not really that stretchy. It's only stretchy from this small point here, which is going to be very similar to the soft strap. But we do have these rigid side panels that clip onto the side rails of our Quest 2. We have a PU leather pad here. It doesn't feel that entirely thick, but you do have some rigid backing that this battery pack is attached onto. And the battery itself is quite small. It's not that heavy, so I don't think you're gonna get any sort of counterbalance. You definitely won't with this elastic strap, so I wouldn't worry about it too much. And we've got a small cable that's been tied up with a elastic band. And we've got a, I'd say probably 20 to 30 centimeter reach of cable here to a USB end that's going to go into our Quest 2. And that's pretty much it. So it's 5000 mAh battery. That's apparently going to last an extra 2 hours of game time to your existing 2 to 3 hours of game time on your Quest 2 currently. So you'll be looking at roughly 5 to 6 hours total. A little battery indicator here to tell you that's how you go about charging the battery. And again, it's USB-C, so you can use your existing Oculus Quest 2 USB charging cable and power brick to charge this battery back up. You can see here that the output is 5 volts and 1.3 amps of output. And again, 5 volts, 1.3 amps of input to power the battery back up. Got kind of cross-hatch hexagonal sort of graphic on the back, which makes it a little bit more detailed and not just a standard back plastic. And this top head strap part is all fused together inside the plastic, so that's going to be pretty rigid on the top strap as well. So let's get this attached to our Quest 2. We're going to have our Quest 2 here. Right, so we're going to take off the facial interface on our original Quest 2, and then we're going to feed the top strap through the loop at the bottom. Just have some sort of level of tension there. Then we're going to attach these panels, and then we snap them on to the side. They snap on well, and then we snap on this one. And then we've got our power cable, which will attach to the side there. That is now charging the Quest 2 already. There's no buttons here to turn it on or off, which is unfortunate because it would have been nice to give you that manual control of charging it when you want to, rather than it charging straight away. So we're going to put our face cover back on the Quest 2. And because it's not a rigid strap, everything starts to be a little bit floppy. And if you're used to the soft strap anyway, then that's no different with this particular strap. But I'm not really a big fan of soft straps. This is the third. We had one from VR Cover with their soft strap replacement. And this will be my third for the Quest 2, which is trying to also be a battery pack. So this battery pack here That's going to lasso on the back of the head. If you remember that cable that we had, so we're going to tie that around the side cable here like that, and then this then lassos around the side part, which is not a great solution if I'm honest, but at least it does the job of keeping the cable out of the way and away from your ears. So that's used to tie this strap up to the side of the Quest 2 side rails, and that's it. That's it pretty much attached. One benefit is if you're carrying this around in a carry case that's quite small, this is going to compact down very, very well, and it's not going to take up too much room in a carry case or a bag. And you've also got the luxury of having that extra battery for it as well, which you would have to have separately, either through a capsule battery or one sort of attachment plate or battery pack, either in your pocket or something like that. So let's get this on our head and see how well it fits. Right, so that goes on really well. I need to adjust the top strap, which is very generous. I think it could be a lot smaller. Right, so I've got it fitted. We've got the top strap that's doing some sort of support. It's very generous in its length, but I do feel that it needs to be a little bit tighter than what I had it set to. But that's it. And the best thing is that I really, really like with the soft strap and the original Quest is that you can do this. And I think that is really nice in terms of you can have your adjustment set with these Velcro ties. Get it set how you want. Quite tight if you really need it to be that tight for things like fitness and stuff. But basically, once you've got it, it's very easy to take off and then put back on, because that and maintain that level of tightness of the overall headset without doing any adjustment stuff. So as you've seen, there's no adjustment dials at the back here because everything is these little bungee straps here. So if you want it tighter, and I think this is as tight as I probably would want it, but if you've got a smaller head, you can tighten these out like by pulling these two at the side and then reattach them. There's not much to reattach at this point, and there's no sort of Velcro to attach, so these start to get a little bit loose. So personally, I don't know how you would get these to stay on here, because they stick out a bit now, because basically they give it to you at the lowest amount. So when it comes to people with smaller heads, these straps might start to stick out a little bit and dangle around a bit because they can't be stuck down. Personally, I think it would have been nicer if it was like a loop here and the straps went through the loops and you went back and you attached them that way. That might have been a better way to have more adjustment and the ability to stick them back onto the Quest straps without them dangling around. But the side part here, that's all right. That doesn't really get in the way. And then it goes into the back of the battery here. And this thing's fully on my face, as tighter as it would ever be with the default soft strap. Maybe a little bit more tighter because these straps are a little bit more rigid than the default soft straps are. But you do have that battery pack. So that's going to give you extra 2 hours over the 3 to 4 hours of gameplay that you would normally get in games and apps. And you've got the ability to have a bit of a rest by pulling this out and away from your face, or you can just literally take it off like that. And it's not going to worry about undoing any dials or straps or anything like that. So it's good that you can have it stay onto the back of your head, and you can actually then have it off at the top, and it's still got enough tension there to stay on your head if you just want to get a drink or whatever. So that's a really nice addition over more solid straps. But if you're not a fan of the tunnel hair part, then that's what you're going to get anyway with the Elite strap, and it's always going to create that little tunnel in your hair if you've got long hair. And I think this back part is sufficiently padded. I think there's enough pad there to at least support the back of your head. And this fabric is going to be easily wiped down for anything like fitness. It would have been nice if it was potentially the Elite strap cup at the back instead, because that would just then support the top all the way through to the back base of the neck kind of area and give it even more support. That would have been nice to see. But as you can see, this thing here, this isn't doing much. It really needs to be more of a clip system. You could move it down a little bit and have it sandwich itself between this part here and the cable, but it's really not doing its job, really, in my opinion. You could put it onto here if you wanted to and sandwich the cable between, such as like here. So you actually feed it through the cable there. That will keeps it a bit more further out of the way. it's a nice strap. It has surprised me purely because of this bungee business. And I think if you could make an elite strap with that bungee nature as a battery pack strap, that would be quite good to see as well. So it was rigid, like an elite strap, but you had that spring nature to it. That would have been nice to see. Because just having that ability to just enough to remove it, to take it on and off is going to be really much easier than doing and messing around with a dial, in my opinion. So I think this strap from Destek is a decent enough strap solution. It's definitely easier. You can stow it a little bit nicer like that. You can even protect the lenses by doing that, and nothing's going to damage the lenses when this is sitting in the facial interface like this. You can see it packs down really, really well that way too. There's some circuitry inside this part that protects the Quest from overcharging, over discharging, over voltage, over power and short circuit protection. The battery pack can be recharged between 3.5 and 4.5 hours, and the battery spans both sides, so it's nicely easy balanced. You won't get any sort of counterbalance from this particular head strap because you can't have it loose, so it can't really pull this top heavy part upwards because there's no sort of rigidity in these straps to counter it in any way. So you're not really going to get any counterbalance with this battery pack and head strap combo. Another good thing is that because the straps are thin, they're not going to interfere with any ears. If you have a head strap that interferes with your ears, this being a soft strap material with a little bit more flexibility in it, then it's not going to interfere with your ears as much as potentially a harder head strap. So in theory, we can test this out with a number of headphones. So we'll get this on our head. So first we've got the Logitech Pro VR headphones. There they are there. You can see this part does start to interfere with the over-ear ear cups as any other head strap would. After about, I don't know, midway, the headphones can slide over your ears without any interference from the strap. So I would say that these work totally fine with the Logitech VR Pro headphones. Then we have the SteelSeries Arctis 3 Bluetooth headphones. They fit perfectly fine without any interference of the head strap. Happy days. And finally, we've got the Bose Quiet Comfort over here headphones, and these fit perfectly fine as well. They're a lot more tighter and smaller in their cup size, so no problems there. As for battery support, I honestly don't think you probably need to have another battery on top, but if you wanted to, I guess it's doable. With the middle strap, you can attach it to that. There's no Velcro points here though, unfortunately. There's no other strap, so you would have to look at a strap system that goes around here potentially. Other than that, it would be quite hard to get something else on here because there's no extra loops in the head strap here at all. So for things like fitness, I think this would work really well with that because it's just easily removable during sort of fitness sessions. It'd be good for that. The elasticity of the head strap will work with keeping it on your face and reduce the amount of movement. So this elite strap with battery from Destek retails for $49.99, and currently on Amazon.com they've got a coupon, so that'll take it down to $39.99. So at that price, I think that's a very good price for this particular head strap with battery. However, you're not going to get that level of counterbalance or stability with a harder head strap such as the Orbica, for example, and you may not get the same kind of level of comfort long term as something like the Kiwi strap is, for example. And I don't know what the longevity of these straps are because I've only just had it for a few minutes and this is now starting to fray there a little bit. And granted, that's not gonna split like a plastic strap would, for example, but being material, you do have to factor that in. But again, being material, if you could get a Velcro strap, it might be easily replaceable because you can undo these little clips here, sandwich the strap back in, and then just do a loop over, as you can see here, and pass it back through. So you could replace the material should it break. But overall, I think it's a nice head strap. It's relatively cheap for a battery strap as well. You've got the ability to stow this very compact and put it in a bag with everything all nicely still attached, so you don't have to reattach anything. No problem with no dials. Easy rechargeable on the back here. easy access. Unfortunately, there's no start and stop. I would have liked to have seen that. I would have liked to have seen some better cable management system, such as like the Orbica plastic clip. That would have been nicer. Or integrate something into this plastic side rail. I would have potentially liked better adjustment with these straps here, whether doing it the other way might have been better. And potentially have a bigger rear pad with a little bit more padding as well. That would have been nice too. But overall, for the discount price of $39.99, I think that's a good strap if you're looking for a halfway house between a soft strap and an elite strap with battery. All right, I hope you found this video helpful. If it has, leave us a like down below and let me know in the comments if you have any questions about this head strap with battery from Destek. You can check out all my other battery head strap reviews up in this top playlist up here. Hit that subscribe button to catch all my future content, and I'll see you on the next one. Cheers. Bye.